What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Uncle RZA. Yes, this is Battlefield Hardline. Wow, this game is annoying. I really do like the gunplay, but new maps came out, new DLC hopped on, and no one's playing the new stuff. What the fuck? But anyway, this is an episode of AMA, and how this works is you ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will address them in the upcoming videos. Oddly enough, this question was not asked in the comment section, it was rather sent to us in a message. So I'll read it out from viewer Jambi, and he says, "Hey guys, I love your channel. I have a question, and what are some of your tips on growing a channel? I've recently started uploading on YouTube, and I'm still trying to find what kind of videos I'm going to make. You guys have been an inspiration as of late, and I wanted to ask you how you grew your channel. Thanks in advance." Well, sir, thank you for your question. Oh, good God, son, that file is nasty. So, the deal here is, I think growing a YouTube channel requires a lot of high maintenance moving parts. Where did this guy come from? And I think it's very important to really sit down and analyze each. So the first part is your passion for what you're doing. If you really like games, you need to over like games to have a YouTube channel and do what you want to do there. And the reason I say this is simply because you're going to be tired of it. And having a profound passion for something when you just don't want to do it, it gives you that push that you need to do it anyway, right? This is why these basketball players, snowboarders, successful businessmen, whatever it is, we all just get burnt out when we get tired, but there's always that push. And because you love something so much that, you know what, let me just do it and get it out the way. And it gets like that sometimes. So I would say make sure you're overly passionate about what you're doing, and that will really serve you well in those long days, you know, when you just don't feel like doing anything but you have to. Secondly is consistency, right? And I mentioned when you don't want to, and you would say, well, why wouldn't you want to? Like, when does that come into play? I mean, we all live lives around here. I've got a 9 to 5, Snow's got a 9 to 5, everybody's working. And then you got relationships. You know, the women aren't always happy with the video game situation. And then you've got friendships, and then you've got anything else you want to do in between. Sometimes you just want to be lazy as shit, but you have to be consistent. And the dope thing about consistency is it's really dynamic, right? Like, you set that level of consistency. And this is something that we could do a lot better over here. But if you release a video every Tuesday, then people come to expect that video every Tuesday. But if when you start out, you go gun-ho and every day you release some content, you know, you could do that every day, new content for 3 months straight. The 1 week that you take off and you don't release content, you probably see your subs just drop. People are that petty. So you really have to figure out what the fuck did I just do with that cocktail? You really have to figure out your formula of consistency and stick to it. I think that'll serve you a lot as well in the long run. Knowing your audience. So this goes hand in hand with what really do you want to do? Do you want to do gameplay? Do you want to do commentary? Do you want to do Call of Duty remix videos? I've seen some dope ones, dudes cutting all type of dance songs in there and flipping the video upside down with no scope kills. You know, there's a lot of dope stuff you can do in the gaming world. Do you want to do news? I mean, I think we over here, we've done a bit of everything, and this is still something we're searching for our identity, even what, three years in now, and we're still trying to figure out what we want. And you need to really sit back and figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it, because this will better help you. This will help you better focus in on your audience, because you can do a bit of everything, but you don't really have a voice when you split up your viewership like that. Whereas if you focused only on news, I mean, you could put out a poll asking people what they think about one specific thing, and you get a pretty strong response. It's a lesser known tactic, but I think nonetheless it's very valuable to a lot of YouTubers. And if you look at some of the really big YouTubers, they really only do certain things. They stick to one or two things the most, and that's because it's not only is it easier because you sort of know what you're doing, you get your opinions out there, and you become this robot. You get this routine going, but it's easier to count on your viewership. And I've seen a lot of channels that did like Call of Duty only, right? And Call of Duty only gameplay, and they were really good. These guys were monsters. And then for whatever reason, they branched out to Battlefield or some other game, and their subs just diminished. And that's more evidence to really figure out what you want to do, because people are petty. And I say that in a very facetious way, right? It's not that people are petty. People just know what they want. They subscribe to your channel for certain entertainment. So if you're no longer giving them what they want to see, they will move on. So yeah, just be mindful of that. One of the things that really helped us grow is it's a team of us here. It's more so it's Snow and myself, and we got a few other members, Dante and a lot of the other guys. You got Edgar, but Edgar's more so over at Lifestyles Defined. And in case you guys didn't know, you should check out Lifestyles Defined. That's actually where we started. That was our technology channel, and we sort of did gaming over there, but gaming was going to overrun the channel. We didn't want that, so we split the technology from the gaming, and that's how Ignorant Gamerz was born, or part of it actually. So yeah, check out Lifestyles Defined. The link is always in the description below, and that's where you'll find Edgar and Tawan. But yeah, and Dante also does his movie stuff over there as well. So, but I find having a team is something that's pretty much invaluable. I mean, it's very, I can't put a value on being able to rely on someone to do something, especially when we're all busy in our lives. And hey, can you make this video live? Can you cover this topic real quick? I can't get to it. That it just gives you versatility and flexibility, and I really enjoy working with the team, man. And I feel like I should also make you aware of the fact that having a team isn't always easy, right? There's different visions to manage. There's different opinions. Like, I guess, what was it, about 2 years now, when we were in the middle of the fanboy war, Snow and myself, as much videos as I did, we bounced a lot of thoughts off of each other in order to make sure that I was balanced or he was balanced when we were talking about the PlayStation versus Xbox thing. And we disagreed on things and we agreed on things, but the point was to make sure that we were covered from all angles, and that we really understood what it was we wanted to convey. So yeah, that was a great help, but it can be challenging working with other people who has a different vision or a different understanding of something. But I still think it's a welcome challenge because it pushes you both forward. Oh, get off that bitch ass, get off that parachute. It pushes the entire channel forward. I really like it. One of the things that you should be mindful of, though, is not, and I learned this early, right? Not everyone shares your passion. And you'll find a lot of people will say, oh, what you're doing is so dope. Yeah, I want to get down, but when it's time to do the work, people just sort of disappear, they're not in it for the consistency. You really start to notice you can't count on people, or you can count on very few people. So also be mindful of that. And then there's the frustration level. I think managing your expectations will go a long way to making sure that you're grounded and you're not frustrated with your results. This is 2 channels we run over here, and I think Lifestyle's got a solid 1,000 more subs than IGZ, and it's not particularly particularly a large channel. This guy's gonna teabag me, Chris, really? But I mean, we are happy with our growth, especially as of late, and it took time. I mean, Lifestyles in April, it'll be 4 years old. Ignorant Gamerz will be just about 3, maybe 3.5. So these channels got some time on it, and this is not 2008 where you can get on YouTube and just do your thing and just have wild amounts of views and subs. Those days are gone. So it's gonna take a long time to really get where you want to, and I feel like not everyone understands the amount of work that goes behind one sub. Like every single sub we get on either channel, I'm so happy for it, so grateful. It means a lot, and it's hard work. And I think I see a lot of people start up channels, and you know, they'll get 4 or 5 subs, and then they'll get 50 and 60, and then they sort of get stuck at like the 100, 200, and then they just give up. I mean, it's, you know, you gotta stay consistent. All the things I mentioned before, you just gotta keep going. It's hard, man. It's definitely not easy, and I think sticking in there and not giving up is what will reward you with a steady growth, not a big boom like a lot of people think. You know, because everyone says, well, I'm the best presenter, I've got the best opinions, all these other people are fucking idiots, they don't know what they're talking about. I do. I'm the best gameplay monster. I know how to play this game the best. I've got tips. But then you get out there and maybe you really aren't, you know, and I can't really see it. And we've been keeping our eyes on a lot of new channels, and you have to, right, just to kind of understand the way the community's swaying and what's new and so on and so forth. And no one's growing at an exceptional rate. It's all, you know, the game's changed so much, the monetization models has changed, and you get off the crane, stupid, and you really got to take your time, man. You gotta let it marinate, let it do what it do, and that's, I think managing that and understanding that will go a long way in curbing your frustrations also, and just making sure you stay consistent and, you know, not to give up. It's okay. It'll get there. So yeah, thank you for your question, man. I hope I answered that in a timely fashion. Might have been a long video. And yeah, like I said before, check out Lifestyles Defined. That's the tech section, and we do some sneakers over there. Oh my god, those kids got mowed down. We do some sneakers over there, some fitness stuff, everything except gaming. Check that out. And also make sure you check out Ignorant Gamerz on Facebook. You check us out on Instagram. We're very active on both. Follow us everywhere. We'd really appreciate it. And finally, like the video if you like it. And don't forget to leave your questions below. But subscribe. It helps us out, man. Lets us know that you're listening. It's your boy, Uncle RZA. I'm out of here. Peace.